as you can see, rain is making its presence felt here. It's been tippling down really for the last couple of hours, some of it quite torrential. But the pitch is in excellent condition and the referee says all is set.
Well, it has been raining quite heavily, and I mean the pitch looks pretty good looking up from...
The referee says throw.
Yapstam.
Oh, and he's chipped it round the defence. What a great goal.
Well, that was brave finishing, wasn't it? I mean, we often see strikers go in there a bit half-heartedly, but I mean, that corner was well delivered. It was an accurate one, plenty of pace, but you've got to have somebody on the end of it, and certainly he meant business. Got in front, as I say, a yard on his marker, and once he made contact with it, there was only one end product, and that's in the back of the net.
Well, I think it's also livened the old visiting supporters, haven't they? They're in good voice, and you know, when you travel away, there's nothing better than seeing your team go ahead, and that seemed to have lifted the players. They're full of confidence, and at the moment dominating, but mustn't get complacent.
Wanted to be a long time in the memory, that goal.
Well, I must say I never expected him to try a shot from there, and I thought it was going over the top. It was one of those that seemed to always be clearing the crossbar, and then just dipped very late, caught the goalkeeper out, who I think as well hesitated initially, couldn't get back to retrieve the situation, and a great goal in the end.
So, half-time, we've seen some goals. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's great to get some goals, isn't it? And you know, I think managers more than anything will be positive about the attacking play, because we've had chances, and you know, when both sides are going forward, they look as if they are capable of not only creating but putting the ball in the back of the net. What will be more a problem is the defending, and so at the moment you can take your pick of the scoreline, but I think we've got more goals in store.
It's all about nerve now. All the players realising the consequence of failure at this stage.
Ronaldo!
Oh, what a spectacular goal. Great goal. Absolutely out of the top drawer.
Conséquent. Conséquent!
Wanted to be a long time in the memory, that goal. Can you believe it? The keeper cheered on by his teammates. It was a great stop.
Leonardo. Leonardo!
Oh, that was a dream of a goal. But he certainly made that one count.
Mauro Silva. Mauro Silva!
Stunning, absolutely stunning. The keeper was nowhere and the defence absolutely caught cold.
Dunga. Dunga!
And that was a real stunner. Welcome to what the locals here are calling the match of the year.
Well, I think it'd be an exciting game because, you know, they're so unpredictable. I mean, who's going to actually hit form today? We don't know. I'm sure they probably don't know as they're out on the pitch now, but I think we're going to have an entertaining match with plenty of chances, and let's see who's going to convert them.
Romario. Romario!
You have to do better than that to beat this fellow on this sort of form. Made that look easy. No.
Well, it's so important to have somebody like that can go past defenders. I mean, unfortunately, I thought a few years ago they were getting squeezed out of the game, these individuals, but they can win matches, and we've just seen such a situation. I mean, he's gone past two defenders with some wonderful footwork, great balance, and in the end also has got the ability to finish, and an outstanding goal.
Just what the game needed. 1-0. Love that. What a goal.
Well, I must say I never expected him to try a shot from there, and I thought it was going over the top. It's one of those that seemed to always be clearing the crossbar, and then just dipped very late, caught the goalkeeper out, who I think as well hesitated initially, couldn't get back to retrieve the situation, and a great goal in the end.
Ronaldo. Romario. Romario!
Amazing goal.
It seemed a sort of situation where he got the ball, was trying to think of passing it, and suddenly edged forward another 10 yards and then looked up. The goalkeeper was perhaps anticipating the through ball and thought, well, let's chance me arm and go for the goal. And once it's left his boot, I thought it was going to go in. And the goalkeeper, 10 yards off, suddenly saw the danger, but it's too late. Drifted over his head, got no chance of getting back to the goal line, and here we are, a great goal.
Ronaldo. Ronaldo!
Now that's what I call finishing.
Well, it was a wonderful individual goal because he made a lot of ground, went past a couple of challenges, just saw the shooting opportunity from the edge of the penalty area, and as the goalkeeper went out, clipped it towards the far corner and really no chance. Placed it rather than went for power.
Mauro Silva.
Did he cross the line? No. Well, that's his trademark. A really class act.
Well, he made it look very easy there because that was a difficult ball, I can assure you. I mean, it instantly came under control, and in one movement he swept it into the net before anyone could get a challenge in.
So there goes the half-time whistle. The advantage taken by the visitors was slightly against the run of play, but since then they've looked good value for it, haven't they?
Well, just an incident, a little half chance, and then being, tucked into the net, you suddenly see a side transform. They look a yard quicker, and that's what's happened with the visitors. It's just what they needed. The supporters now, it's not often they see them winning at half-time away, so they're very chirpy, and the singer, and I can see them coming out in the second half, and if they pick it up as they left it before that interval, then they're going to be hard to bring back, and I can see them going on to win comfortably.
To Novak. Mauro Silva.
And that was a real stunner.
Well, I must say I never expected him to try a shot from there, and I thought it was going over the top. It's one of those that seemed to always be clearing the crossbar and then just dipped very late, caught the goalkeeper out, who I think as well hesitated initially, couldn't get back to retrieve the situation, and a great goal in the end.
Tension between these two is on the brink of boiling over, I think.
Ronaldo!
Well, how often do you see that? All the players in the wall left with open mouths and the ball nestling in the net.
Well, when a set piece works as perfectly, I can't criticise the defence because the movement off the ball was excellent, and really the timing was perfect, and it went clockwork. As I say, it doesn't happen very often when it works as perfectly as that, but I mean, full credit, that was an excellent goal.
Ronaldo. Ronaldo!
An absolutely stunning goal.
Well, he's such a long way out there. I think he caught us all on the hop, and certainly the goalkeeper, who seemed to be off his line, has struggled then to get back to retrieve the situation. But full credit to the player for looking up and chancing his arm.
Well, welcome to somewhat murky conditions. The fog started to come down about an hour ago, and it's been hanging over the stadium, but not sufficiently bad for the referee to delay the kick-off. Well, that's the end of the first half. Blank score sheet. Now that's a surprise, isn't it?
Well, I must say I've enjoyed the first half because we've had so many chances. I can't believe we're goalless. I think we've got to give a few plaudits to the two goalkeepers. Sometimes we highlight their mistakes, but they've been both outstanding in this first 45 minutes. And I think they're the credit why we're actually talking about a goalless half. I can't see it staying like this in the second half, and I'm sure early in the second half we'll get the goal, and then who knows how many we'll end up with.
Well flicked on.
Mauro Silva!
He's blocked it!
Romario!
It's there! There's no stopping that one.
Well, we talk a lot about working hard on the training ground, practicing, making sure your close control is good, and here's a classic example, isn't it? Because the ball didn't come to him perfectly, but he instantly controlled it, got it down onto the floor, and in a flash it was in the back of the net.
Well, welcome. Just as you join us, it started to rain quite hard, but the pitch is in excellent condition.
Well, it's difficult for defenders, I think, when the ball is zipping off because you sometimes miscontrol it. Ball bounces away from you.
Oh, unlucky! Off the bar!
Mauro Silva!
The keeper was nowhere, and the defence absolutely caught cold.
Well, I must say I never expected him to try a shot from there, and I thought it was going over the top. It's one of those that seemed to always be clearing the crossbar and then just dipped very late, caught the goalkeeper out, who I think as well hesitated initially, couldn't get back to retrieve the situation, and a great goal in the end.
Ayala.
Well, his touch seems to have left. Oh, incredible shot. Really thumped that.
Sheer power beat the keeper there. Actually, come to think of it, he probably saved himself from an injury just getting out of the way of it.
Nice touch.
Mauro Silva.
Wonderful goal.
And as you can see, he was quite a way out, with defenders trying to close him down before he let fly with an absolutely almighty shot, which nestled sweetly in the back of the net.
Neatly collected. They really do move the ball around. Oh, and it's there!
A player that takes a shot from that sort of distance must be brimming with confidence, but by the way he's celebrating, you can tell that will be a goal he'll remember for a long, long time.
Welcome to one of the most eagerly awaited matches of the year.
Well, I think both managers like to get their sides attacking, so it looks as if we'll be in for an exciting time.
What an excellent stop. And he's done well.
Criobiano.
What a goal! How did he get it round there?
Well, it wasn't the best of balls, I have to say to him, but somehow or other he managed to bring it down. Close control was absolutely superb, and managed to do it turning towards the goal and get it on target.
Nice little header.
Ronaldo.
Oh, and it's there!
Well, we talk about being able to control the ball in tight situations. You can't get much tighter than this, and really, I mean, it just doesn't leave him at all, does it? He brings it down perfectly, and no opportunity for a defender to get a block in, and just in one move, and it ends up in the back of the net.
So there goes the half-time whistle. Now, you have a bit of a reputation, Trevor, for the fixed odds. Did you have this down as a score draw?
No, I must admit, I had it as a goalless one. I didn't think we'd get many chances here, and we haven't had many chances, but you know, those that have come along have been tucked away, so credit to those that have scored. But you know, the managers, I think, if they are going to go on to win, somebody's going to have to take that little bit more chance, throw the extra man forward, and then the game might open up a bit. But again, they are cautious teams, so whether we get any more goals in the second half, I'm not sure.
Dunga.
And it's there!
Well, he's such a long way out there. I think he caught us all on the hop, and certainly the goalkeeper, who seemed to be off his line, has struggled then to get back to retrieve the situation. But full credit to the player for looking up and chancing his arm.
The score is now 2-1. All to play for.
Mauro Silva. Mauro Silva.
What a blistering goal!
A cracking shot from a long way out, but he saw the keeper slightly off his line and knew that he could catch him out if the shot was positioned well enough. That really was an excellent goal.
Ronaldo.
And it's finished up in the net. The defence stunned. Keeper seemed to be half asleep.
Well, it's so important to have somebody like that can go past defenders. I mean, unfortunately, I thought a few years ago they were getting squeezed out of the game, these individuals, but they can win matches, and we've just seen such a situation. I mean, he's gone past two defenders with some wonderful footwork, great balance, and in the end also has got the ability to finish, and an outstanding goal.